It's Friday night, ladies. Who's jumping on? Who's with me tonight? You've been cruising. You've been working hard all week. Let's feel it for a hot second as you're jumping on. Come on in the chat. Let's talk about it, okay? Freedom I've been looking for. Who wants that freedom? Yeah. Freedom. Freedom I've been looking for. Come on. Come on. Get in the chat. Tell me where you're coming in from. Ladies, it's Friday night. What's in your cup? Who's ready to rock it out? Who's ready to make some content tonight? Yes, I am fired up. If you're fired up, let's go. Get in the chat. Say hello. Tell me where you're coming in from. I want to know what is going on. Are you fired up? Because I am. Because I'm ready to help some people get some freedom in their life. Who wants freedom in their life? Drop in and say freedom. Who is ready? Who is ready to take control of their life? Take control of their business, right? I'm super excited to be here tonight. All right, Becky, let's get it started. Okay, so before I get into all of the things, I'm super excited that you're here because let's just talk about it. It is Friday night. And if you're here, you are serious about your business, right? There's a million places you can be, and I'm grateful that you're here. And give yourself, like, seriously, a pat on the back. If you've been here, this is the third night. We only have one more. So if you've been here, right, every day, let me know in the chat that you've been here every day because you're fighting. You're fighting for your freedom. You're fighting for that other person. You're fighting for yourself. You're fighting for your family. Tell me, who are you fighting for? I want to know. I want to know all of the things so I can help support you and help you fight the good fight that we're all in right now, right? And so also, if you got your cameras, get your cameras, let me know. You can take a picture of this, right? Take a picture of this and put it in your stories and put hashtag Becky LaFave if you're on Facebook. If you're on Instagram, you can put hashtag She's in Charge and put this in your stories and I'll give you a shout out. And, let everybody know that you're leveling up in your business, right? You're leveling up. So take a picture if you want to throw it in your stories and I will give you a shout out in mine. So make sure to take a picture of me right here, this face. Let's go. Okay. All right. So if you have your book, yay. If you don't, make sure you get your notes out and you're ready because if you've noticed the last 2 nights, I have been pouring into you a whole lot. And tonight is going to be no different. We are going to be talking a lot about content strategy. So welcome to day 3 of Attract Leads. Okay. So if you're excited, I see some excited people jumping on. Hello, ladies. Some of you, it just says Facebook user because you haven't used StreamYard yet. So I'm not sure who that is, but I'm going to welcome you on and say welcome to this Friday night live training. And let me know, in this last couple of days, have you had a shift? Like, what kind of shift have you had in thinking inside of your business, right? Like, what is some shift that you've taken away so far? Because I'm sure there has been a shift in you, right? So drop in the chat and let me know, is there one thing that you said, oh my gosh, like that right there was fire. That really emotionally got me. That one thing is what I really needed to hear from you. Whatever it is, right? Because there's so many things that are coming at you in these trainings. And, you connect, we all connect at different levels, right? At different areas of training. So what is it for you? Because this is the stuff right here that really lights me up. So like when I get feedback from you, like it makes me want to work harder. It makes me want to give more. So the more you give, the more I give, right? Hey, Andrea, nice to see you here, girlfriend. So that being said, want to remind everybody, just in case you're new, I did see some new people jumping into the group today. So welcome to She's in Charge of Business. And if you missed the first 2 days, which you probably did if you're jumping in today, or maybe you're just like, oh my gosh, I'm just now able to get it together, Becky, I've been busy. That's fine too. Go to guide 6 inside the Facebook group. Guide 6. That's where you're going to see all the replays plus the homework post. And you want to make sure that you take action. You're here to take action, and you're going to put that in the homework post. And so you never know, because Becky loves gifts. Becky loves to give gifts, okay? So you never know who that person might be that I pick out and say, you know what, I've been seeing you. You've been doing all of the things, and you're working hard for change in your life. And I like to reward chargers, right? Because we're all chargers in here, but I want to see you take charge in your life. And that's where it's at right now, right? So as we go through this schedule a little bit, that's part of it. So tomorrow is the very last day. I can't believe it's the 4th day already. It's like crazy. We are going to be live at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. I know, but I'm giving away stuff tomorrow. Here's the carrot. I'm dangling it right now, so you know. I am going to be giving away live tomorrow something. And all of you that participate are going to get something special from me as well, just so you know. And it's going to help a lot, okay? Just so you know, it's going to help you a lot in your business. And I can't wait to give it to you. Okay, so some of you have never met me, and I am new to your face, right? This face is new to your face. So let me introduce myself really quick before we dive in tonight. And also make sure that you also dive in and leave a comment and tell me where you're coming in from. I'm coming in from Gilbert, Arizona is where I live. I'm originally from Michigan. My name is Becky LaFave, and I am better known as She's in Charge of Business, because I help women all around the world take charge of their business by branding and teaching them social media, right? How to get social, how to get clients, how to get their business rolling. And that's what I love to do. I'm on a mission, a huge mission, to help women all over the world, one, take charge, believe in themselves, and go after your dreams, right? We've got to manage our minds. You know, we can be out there looking at all the tools and making things happen, but really up here is where it happens, right? Business, 80% of our business is our mindset. 80%. That's a lot, you guys. And so I know from being in business for 32 years, yes, 32 years I've been in business, owner and operator as a hairstylist, and I have been coaching on the online space for about 5 years now, really learning and diving in, right? And so, you know, I'm not going to sit here and boast, but I'm going to let you know, I know what I'm doing, right? Because I've been able to recruit. So I've been in network marketing, I've been coaching, I've been a business owner, I've been an entrepreneur, let's just face it, my entire life, and working with women only, really the entire time. And so in my network marketing business, I was doing belly to belly. And I wanted something different. I jumped online. I was able to create a 6-figure business out of that. I recruited 50 women to my team, and it personally 200 customers. And I don't, like I said, I don't say that to brag. I say what I teach works, right? So now I'm utilizing it also in my coaching business. I teach other women that are coaches to do the same thing. It doesn't matter what business you're in. If you're utilizing social media to build your business, you got to learn how to use it. You got to learn how to attract people to you. You got to learn to open up and be authentically yourself. And so that's where it's at. And it's freaking amazing, because listen, I can reach you from all over the world. I can barely almost touch you. And I love it, right? Right from my own home. So it's so amazing that I get to do this. And so do you. So do you. So I just love that. Okay. So I have all these notes in front of me, and really, moving on, because I just get so excited about all the things. So I do want to talk to you about, you know, a couple things now, because, you know, here's the thing that people get all caught up in. I teach both. I teach network marketing and I teach coaching, right? And so you really got to believe that no matter what I'm teaching, you can put it into your words, right? Whatever that is, the content, you got to get creative in your own self-being, knowing yourself, right? So if you're not in a coaching program, or you ain't decided to join my branding academy yet, you're going to be left to your own devices. Let's face it. I've been there, right? And it can be hard, but a lot of stuff that I gave you and I'm going to continue to give you is really going to support you. Okay. It's really going to help you get out there and get started. If you're like, Becky, I just can't, right? You need to ask yourself, how long is this going to take to get this business done then? Right? How long is it going to take you? You can sit here on this for a long time and get all this great information. But if you don't know the crucial things that you need to do to get that income rolling in, you're going to be stuck. So I'm just going to end it right there. And I truly believe that this is a better way, right? This is a better way when you really learn how to speak truth, how to learn how to talk to your ideal customer in a way that feels good to you. Because there's a million ways. I'm sorry, there's a million strategies. There's a million different ways of going about growing a business. But if it doesn't feel good to you, it's never going to grow. And I teach that, a lot of that. And I am going to stretch you and I am going to push you. Okay. Just so you know. So with that being said, I want to introduce to you Kelly. She is a student right now and she might tell you just that. I will stretch you, but in a loving, guiding way. So please help me welcome Kelly to the stage. Hello,
Hi, can you see me? Can everyone see me?
Kelly. Yeah, you're a little blurry, but it's okay. Yeah, we can
Oh,
see and hear you. Yeah.
hi everyone.
So, ladies, this is Kelly's first time, and you know how it is. It can be a little nerve wracking. So, jump in the chat and say hello to her. Make sure she feels welcomed because you know what? Every time you get on, it gets to be nerve wracking no matter where you're at in stage of life, right? In your business. Even if she's done one live, two lives, getting on and being able to talk to other people, you can imagine how nerve wracking this can be. So I just totally appreciate you being here, Kelly, because I know the first time I did this with my coach, it was a little nerve wracking. How are you feeling?
Yeah, feeling good. I'm feeling good. It was a long, busy day, so tired, but good.
Yeah, I bet end of the week, everybody's end of week and she's got little kids on her side, so there's a lot going on. So I just want to really jump in because we're talking a lot about all week, mindset and what it takes to grow your business and
Mhm,
really diving deep. And I know we met right
mhm,
here. You
mhm,
live in New York
mhm. Yep.
and I live in Arizona. So we met on the web. And I believe, well, first of all, you were referred to me.
Yes, actually, one of my fellow coaching friends, Taryn, who I believe was on with you 2 nights ago,
Yeah. Yeah.
she went through your branding academy and she had great things to say. So, yes, she referred me to you.
Yeah. And then you jumped in
Hmm.
the challenge. The previous challenge I had back in November, you jumped into the challenge, right?
Yeah. So, and then, so now we've been doing the Branding Academy, part of your private coaching sessions, and it's been immensely helpful, I have to say. I thought, I've been on social media since it came out, how many years ago. And I thought it would be easy to market myself online as a coach to get clients. And it's not. It's really not. There's a whole science to it. And Becky has been instrumental in teaching that to me, how to focus on who I'm trying to speak to, and then also just the strategies behind what to post, and how your buckets should work, what categories you should reach into, what people want to hear from you. So yeah, it has been very, very helpful, Becky. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And it's been a little bit of a stretch, right?
Mhm.
There's been days that, and that's one of the things that I know, like I talk about is there's a lot of tools in there. But would you agree that when we have our one-on-one Zoom call, what has that really done for you the most?
To have that personal touch, to have you, really helping me dive into each facet of the modules that we've been going through. It's one thing to sit through webinars and try to apply it to your own business, but to have you really sit down and question things and push me to think maybe a little bit differently about something, which is not things that I would have done on my own.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
because we've done some dig deep in, and
Mhm.
because the what you're coaching on really is deep. And most people, let's face it, what we're doing is some deep inner work that we went through and going through, and you've gotten to the other side. And I always say, it's you don't have to be this far ahead. You don't have to have all the things lined up, but there is strategies and there is certain things that you need to get started. And everybody's like, oh, I hear from a lot of people, it's like, well, I don't have everything in place. That's okay. That's what we're here for. And even if you did, you probably are going to change it a little bit anyway, because now you're actually getting coaching on it to what it should look like.
Yes, and I think, one of the points you made, I believe it might have been in our last session, is that there is a lot to learn. There's so much to learn, but to take it one step at a time and to digest what you can in that moment was so freeing in a way. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, all right. Well, tell everybody before we go, what would be the thing that you'd say if somebody was nervous and doesn't, they're like, I don't know, is this for me? What would be one advice that you'd give a lady that, because being in the program, you were on the other side, thinking,
Mhm.
"God, should I, all of the things that we all as women we go through, and nervous to, trust somebody else and trust yourself. It's really about trusting yourself too, right? What would you say to that woman right now if she's going through that and second guessing herself?
Yeah, I think, well, trust your gut, but having you on my side, it's not, you've been so helpful in that you're not just teaching the things, but you're helping me to find my voice. You're not pushing your voice, you're helping me to find mine. So that makes a big difference.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree, because there's a lot of people that have their own opinions out there, and it's only should be done this way. And I'm so grateful that you said that, because that is one of the biggest things that I fight against, because I really want this to be your thing, right? It's not
Mhm.
about me. It is about you. And that's a beautiful thing. So tell everybody exactly who you are and what it is that you do.
So I'm Kelly. I am a certified professional coach, and I help moms to thrive with celiac disease. I have celiac disease. I got diagnosed as an adult, so I didn't have it as a child. And to go through that transition now with children, trying to figure out this new gluten-free lifestyle, it's more challenging than just contacting a dietitian. There's a lot of anxiety, a lot of nerves, a lot of things that go on behind the scenes. So I work with women who are struggling with celiac disease.
Yes, ladies. So if you know anybody, we've got the girl here that's ready
Mhm.
to rock and roll and really help other moms out there. So remember Kelly's name, make sure to follow her. That way, if somebody comes about, you're like, I know the girl, right? We're here to network. We're here to help each other grow. And that's what our community is all about. So thank you so much for being here,
Of
Kelly, and
course, thank you, Becky.
encouraging another woman to step forward and believe in herself, because that's exactly what you did.
Good. Well, thank you, Becky. Have a
All
good
right.
night, everybody.
See you later. Bye-bye. All right, you guys. So tell Kelly, thank you for showing up for you, because that's what it's all about, right? Women showing up and helping support another woman. And if you haven't figured it out yet, that's what I am all about, right? So I'm excited. Like I said, if you got your workbook, we are on day 3. We are on day 3. So we are going to dive into this. Now, this is going to be a lot, but it's only one page today, ladies. Can you believe it? But it's going to be a lot today. And tomorrow is going to be a big day, because tomorrow I'm going to talk about closing. Okay. So how many of you are like, Becky, I need to make sales? I'm not a very good closer. We're going to talk about that tomorrow as well. Okay. So let's get to it. Day 3, put day 3, give me some fire, give me some, what are my favorite emojis? Does anybody remember what my favorite emojis are? Drop them in if you do. Okay, so day 3 is 5-part theme content strategy. There are ways to attract leads into our daily basis. No more just throwing up posts and hoping it sticks, right? Let's let people into our world. We want them to get into us and really know who we are, because that's where we connect at a deeper level. Be in your authentic self, right? Make sure you write that down. Be okay to be my authentic self. Like Kelly said, I'm giving her permission to show up bigger and be her authentic self and learn how to do that, right? Because listen, we didn't come to this and realize, oh, I know how to be my authentic self. No, it's something we have to learn and grow into. So write this down. Who are you? Who are you attracting? Right? Who are you attracting? And who is your bestie that you want to work with? Those three things you really got to dive deep in. Yes, I love all the lips and the crowns, ladies up in the house. I love them. Okay, so write those three things down, because those things are going to be important, right? These are the things that we talk about all the time. And so who is it that I serve, right? I serve the working woman. I serve the mom. I serve, who is it that you're serving, right? And so I work with women to help them understand how to brand themselves on social media. What are the tools? How can they master their mindset in doing it, right? Because 20% of it is tools and 80% is mindset. So a lot of that is that. And so I'm constantly teaching that, and people know that's what I do, right? When they look at Becky, they go, oh, she's our branding girl. She teaches social media. They know that. What is yours? And so the daily method of operation, Monday through Sunday, right? Monday through Sunday, this is what we're all about. We're using our DMO, okay? Using a DMO keeps you consistent on their mind, right? Whose mind? Their mind, and in their face. We want them to see us, be the first person to see and go, oh man, I needed that. Or she's always on there. She's always sharing. How can you be on there? You don't have to be on there all the time, you guys. You just got to look like you're on there all the time. There's ways of doing this. Okay. And so you want to make sure that you're on social media and you're using a content calendar. How many right now, drop a one below. Hey, Mary Kate, drop a one below if you right now have a content calendar. You follow one. You have a strong one, right? I teach this in the Branding Academy, how important this is. And I teach you how to batch it. And I teach you how to not worry about constantly coming up with new stuff all the time. Like, how many of you feel like, my God, it's so hard to come up with new stuff all the time? Girl, I got you, right? I got you. So pick one of the things from the category that I'm going to talk about now for each day of the week. Okay. So each day of the week of the content, you're going to go and you're going to figure out, you're going to post or you're going to do a live. You're going to post or you're going to do a live, right? Now you're going to figure out for yourself. Like I said, I go live every single Wednesday. I do a live every single Wednesday, Mountain Standard Time. You can rely on me that I am going to teach you something in your business. So people rely on that. And it's funny, like when I was sick, I literally couldn't get it. I recorded one, actually. I have one recorded just for things like this. I couldn't get it to work. And people are like, Becky, where are you? Are you okay? That's when it's working. They're looking like, where's she at? Because she's here every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. And she's not here. So something's wrong, right? So people are checking up on you. It's awesome. People really do care about you when you care about them. Okay. So make sure that you have that going on for yourself. People can rely on you and they want what you got, what you're putting down. Okay. So you're going to do a post every day and you're going to pick one live. So number one, write this down, educate. As an entrepreneur, you are always learning and teaching them something, right? So you figure out, is it mindset, inspirational, a motivational, right? What is it that you're learning that you can go out and regurgitate it back to them in your way of how it affected you and how, whatever it is, right? Being your authentic self, sharing. Okay. Number two, entertain, right? If you read my post today, did anybody see my post? Drop in yes if you saw my post. It was pretty funny. Like, you get up and you're like, oh, what I say, I get up in the morning and I already know, and I'm like, I get all excited and I'm like, yes, Jesus, yes, I'm in. It's going to be amazing today. And then you walk out the room and you're like, what was I coming in this room for? Right? Like we all have these moments. So that's funny and relatable, right? So I'm actually doing an entertainment post, but it's real, right? It's totally real on who I am. Like I get up in the morning like, Jesus, amen. It's going to be amazing today because I said it is, because I claim it. How many of you claiming your morning? How many of you are claiming your day? So if you're not, that might be a problem, right? We talked about that day one. So how can you make somebody laugh, right? When you get somebody to laugh, they're just like, man, I dig her. She's like me. You know what I mean? She thinks the same way. That's when you're emotionally hitting somebody, but you want to be authentically you, right? That's who I am. So make somebody laugh. Share something funny. Share a funny quote. People need to be shifted, right? People need to shift. 1 minute they're this pissy. How can we shift them into something else? And then they remember you're first of mind. Remember, first of mind is where you want to be at. Because when they're having a bad day and they come across you and you're like, that girl's always on here making me laugh. She's like so cool like that, right? That's the girl you want to be, right? You don't want some boring, gifted, whatever thing going on all the time. You've got to be able to put this in there. Number 3, empower. How can you empower someone? Ask for their advice, right? Ask for somebody else's advice empowers somebody else to give their advice, give their opinion, right? Social proof. Give somebody some social proof, some wins, right? They get excited when other people see other people winning. They get excited. The people that don't get excited for you that you're winning ain't the ones you want in your world anyway. So who cares? You don't want them in your world. So you know what? Be behind the scenes. Like we talked about, be behind the scenes. Like, what are you doing in the stories? You see me in my robe, my hair's pinned up. I don't have any makeup on. Like, that's really me, right? I get to be me all over the place, how I am. And you relate to that because you're like, girl, showing up in a freaking robe, like telling a story. So real, right? You connect to that. So how can you do that and be confident in being you? And so when you're sharing wins like that, you can share wins anywhere. You can share wins in doing a live. You can share wins in your stories. You can share wins on a post. So, sharing wins is like, man, Jamie was, let's say you're any kind of business that you're in. Jamie was able to take care of her kids on vacation with the cash flow, right? Cash flow inside of her business. Way to go, girl. I can give a shout out to somebody else, a shout out from one of my students that I'm coaching, or a shout out to a woman that's inside my network marketing business. I can give her a shout out and say, way to go. How inspiring is that, right? That she was able to win on what she's learning and to be able to take cash flow to take her kids on vacation. How many of women out there are like, what is she doing? I need some cash flow to take my kids on vacation, right? I'm not saying, oh, she's in a network marketing business and I'm telling them what the company is. No, I'm leaving curiosity. Like, this girl's excited that she didn't have to save her money to hopefully take her kids on vacation like most of the world's doing. No, she got some cash flow. She's building a business. Right. And so, like, let's say one of my clients, Sally, was able to make $1,600 in her business while working a corporate job. Right. How many people think, well, I'm working in a corporate job, so I can't be coaching anybody. I can't make any money. I don't have time. Right. How many people say that? I don't have time. You have plenty of time. Everybody has the same kind of time. It's what you do with your time. And I bet if I go through your time list of what you're doing, I could bring so much more time into your life, right? We all think we're just so busy. I know. I was her too, right? So it's like, how can you bring about, and people are like, man, Sally made $1,600. Like, wow, she's coaching and she's got a corporate job. Like, that's amazing. I could use that extra money. Why am I not speaking up? Why am I not doing the things that I want to do? Why do I not want to get out there and help another sister, right? I want you to think about that, because that's what other people are seeing out there. And if you're the go-to girl that's like, man, she can help me get to where I need to be, I want to work with her. right? So I want you to start thinking about your content differently. Number 4, engagement. We talked about this yesterday. Engaging posts, asking questions. How many of you did your engagement post or any kind of post that got something from it? Did you get a lead from that? Okay. Was you able to get in the DMs and talk to them, thank them for being supporting your post, anything like that, getting in the comments and talking back with somebody? That's how you build this up, right? So if you did that, congratulations, you took action. And that's what your business is first and foremost, working through the fear and taking action, right? Because fear is just going to ride along. She's just riding with me. She's always riding with me. And I'm like, hey, that's the way you got to act towards her. She's just there to be your friend. I always say, okay, like you're here to support. You got to look at that things differently when it comes to your mindset. Like I get fear on certain things and I get all angst up and I'm like, okay, this means I'm moving in the right direction. How many of you are like, I can't do it. I'm too freaking scared. I can't. Girl, it just means you're moving in the right direction. Okay. Take that mindset differently and say, man, I'm scared. This is good. If I'm scared, this is good, right? It means you're moving. It means you're doing something. So number 5, sell. I want you to get offering. Every day you should be offering in a way that it doesn't feel like you are, right? How many times have I offered the Branding Academy to you this week, right? Some of you have already jumped in and said, yes, you're the girl, right? So I want you to think about it. Did it feel like I was selling you? Did it feel icky to you? Did it feel like, God, it's all she does is offer me, offer me, offer me? Well, if you don't like people offering you, sister, you're just not ready. You're just not ready. And if I took it as defensive, like, oh my God, I'm worried I'm going to offer them, shame on me, because I want to help you get to the next level. And if I didn't offer you, you can't get to the next level, right? If that's you going, I need you, Becky, and you don't know how to work with me. What if I didn't offer you anything? And end of the day, I'm like, okay, good luck. See ya. Hope you make it. Right? Like how cool, like how cruel would that feel? And it would leave you like, what do I do next? Like, I don't know where the direction I'm going in. I'm giving you the direction, right? But it didn't feel icky. And that's the way you need to present when you're utilizing curiosity posts that we talked about yesterday. When you're talking about how you can start to work with them, how would it feel if we were able to partner up, like girlfriend, like how many girlfriends, like let's lock arms. Like I love locking arms with women. Like it's the best feeling in the world. Like I get fired up. I get so excited when I lock arms with women. And because I know we're going to go and do something together. It's so fun. Okay. So that's where you need to be. You need to get in there and you need to start showcasing and being your authentic self and asking for the sale, right? And it's not just blurting out online, like here I am asking for the sale, but you're offering something in Messenger. And we're going to talk about that a lot more tomorrow on that. So I can help you get to the finish line on that piece. But you really need to start out with that routine, right? How many of you are going to start having this routine of this is how I'm going to, create this content. I'm going to have this strategy and I'm going to put all these things together. So I'm not scrambling every day, figuring out what am I going to post. At the end of the day, you're like, my God, I didn't post. I don't know. I can't do this business. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, that's not where you should be in life, right? You need to be in a place where you feel good about what you're serving up. Okay. So having to be in the messenger, like I said, once you put this post up and you got this generating, how do you get into the DMs? How do you do all those things? Well, we'll if you're going to be here tomorrow, we're going to dive deeper into this. I promise you. And so, remember when going live is one of the most powerful things. Okay. That is a strategy in itself. So if you're not utilizing live because you're too scared, you really need to learn how to utilize it the right way so you can draw in those people to you, and make sure when you're doing live that you have a header, right? People don't stop just to hear you. We're so busy. Are you not busy? Am I the only one, right? We're all busy. So if you don't have a good header, people just roll on by because they're like, I don't even know what she's going to talk about. Like, I'm not interested, right? And you probably had something amazing to say, but they had no idea what you were going to say, and they're too busy, and they're like squirrel, and they're like out of here. So you really got to make sure that when you're doing these things, that you are present, that you are aware of what the strategy is and why you're doing it, and having it, broken down so that your strategy, and you have a call to action. So you're constantly working the strategy. That's the market strategy that you need to have. It's the content, how you're building it out for the week. Like, in my academy, I talk about that. How can you break down? How many of you would like 30 days done? And you're like, done and done. I don't have to think about it. All I got to do is really do the work, because really that's part of your business. The biggest part of your business is getting in and getting new people to see you, networking, and getting in the DMs and having more conversations. But if you're too busy always trying to figure out what to post, and your life is busy and you've done that, but you didn't do the real work, your business is never going to grow, right? So this is just a small piece, but it's a big piece, because this is what social media is about. Getting more eyeballs on you. You're attracting them into your content. And that way, you getting in and able to do the real work. So if you're busy, you need to already have this done so you can plug and play, right? You need to plug and play, and that way you're getting in and doing the real work that needs to happen. So how many of you are going to commit to building out your content on the basis of what I just shared with you? Because that is a lot of it, right? And now, obviously, we go a lot deeper into the academy, but I can't give everything. I mean, I do have to make a living. I am giving a lot of things for free. Would you not agree that you've learned a lot from me this week? You probably had a lot of aha moments, right? And so a lot of times, for example, here's a couple examples I'm going to give you. Okay, you can take a selfie. And, a lot of times I was getting a massage every single week. And I would take a selfie of in the massage room and say, I'm grateful for this side hustle that I got going on, because it helps me cash flow out this massage I get every single week. It means I don't have to dive into any of my funds. I don't have to say, hey, honey, I'm going to take some money out and go have a massage. Like, no, there's no question. It's coming in. I know I'm getting me a massage, and other women are out there. I had so many women say, every week I see you go for a massage. Like, how can you afford that? I want a massage. I want one once a month at least. I'm like, let me show you how. Let me show you how, right? And if it's for you, great, we'll work together. And if it's not, it's okay too. We're still going to be friends, right? It's not that big of a deal. But you're the one that said you wanted to know. I just showed you how. So things like this, okay? And it's really to do with your selfie and how you present yourself out there. A selfie, you can start like a new routine. I started a new routine this week. I'm super excited. Like, hello, I haven't had a craving at all this week. It's a freaking win for me. Like, how many of you have cravings? I don't know. I'm 51. So I'm good all day, but at nighttime, I'm like, babe, is there any chocolate in the house? We got any ice cream? Where is the chocolate? I'm all her. That ain't no joke. I am a chocolate fiend. But now that I've been utilizing this great new thing I've got in my life, cravings are out and gone. So I'm excited. I've dropped a few pounds. It can be that simple. And I've got people going, God, I have cravings every freaking night. I know what she's talking about. And if I could take something simply as this to get rid of that craving, girl, give me some information on that, right? I mean, that's how it starts. That's how that conversation starts. It doesn't mean I'm going to make a sale. It doesn't mean she's going to join my business. It just means she's interested in talking to me about what I have to say, because I'm sharing authentically. That's what's happening in my life, right? It's not like you got to make it up. It's just utilize what you have and be authentic about it, how you feel about it, what is going on, in a curiosity way where they got to reach out and say, Becky, what is it you're using? I see so many women going out there and showcasing this, and they're talking about it and seeing the name, right? And seeing the name, or I just joined this company and X, this is what it is. Now I don't have to ask you what it is. It's not curious, right? And so I know a lot of companies teach that, and they teach it the wrong way, because you see an upline that's, making it, and she's teaching it that way. it's wrong. You're never going to build your business, and you're going to feel like I said it earlier, you're going to complete your I don't know how to say this, but your confidence is going to be depleted. That's what it is. And you feel like I'm not like them. It's just that you're not taught, and you're not showing up how you should be showing up to showcase that for them to really attract. Because listen, you weren't a marketer until you got into a business, right? You weren't in the market. You weren't marketing yourself. You didn't know how to do that. And so this is why it's important to learn it, so you can be successful, so you can grow that business that you want to. And so just because you joined a business, just like Kelly said, she's got a coaching certificate. She was struggling, and she's like, okay. I'm like, girlfriend, you got to put a marketing cap on. You're not out there just being, scrolling and socialing and doing all the things. You got to think like a marketer. You got to put your cap on and do something different. So here's the thing. How many of you realize this week so far that you're like, wow, I do need to learn this. And I'm excited about my business, but I don't know how to do my business, right? Because it is all about marketing. So drop in the comments if you really struggle with content, because tomorrow, when I give you your free gift, if you've been working all week and playing along and commenting and doing the homework, taking action, that is one of the biggest things that I'm going to give you. And you're going to really learn how to plug in your own words. Like, I've written out these scripts for you, and put your own words on it, so you don't have to come from scratch and think, God, I don't know what to write. I'm going to help you with that. Are you excited about that? All right, if you're excited, light it up, okay? Now, I'm not going to really talk about email marketing, because I've talked about that in my program, but that has got to be one of the biggest things too, is that's about your content for the week, right? Your content for the week is part of your marketing plan too. So if you're not utilizing email in your marketing plan, in your content plan, you're not reaching people everywhere where you should be. And, you can't, like we talked about yesterday, you can't rely on social media all the time. And I preach this because, hello, it happened to me. I lost everything. I lost my past group that had 300 some odd people in it. I lost my business page with 6,000 people on it. I lost my Instagram that had 6,000 people on it. And I lost my Facebook page that had over 5,000 people on it. So when I say I'm rebuilding, I'm rebuilding. And, if you don't have that email, it's gone. I don't want that to happen for you. So you need to get something to be out there to be able to grasp that in. And that is in your marketing strategy and how you do that. Okay. So here is the homework. Here is the homework for tonight. I want you to create and set up your week, right? I want you to pick out of Monday through Sunday. Man, I got a dry throat tonight, you guys. Monday through Sunday, of all those days, I want you to pick one day that you say you're going to go live. Okay. I want you to commit to yourself, because you said you're committing to your business. You're committing to growing. And so do it scared. Okay. That's what you're going to do. You're just going to do it scared. So one day you're going to pick a live, and the rest of it, out of all those, what are you going to put down? And I want you to write it down. I'm going to do an entertainment on Monday. I'm going to do this. And I want you just to get that down right now. And then I want you to go and figure it out over the weekend, right? I know it's busy. It's a holiday, but I want you to figure that out so it's already done. So guess what? Next week, when you're rolling in your week, you're like, whoop, whoop. I was kicking ass last week, and that I got it done. Excuse my French. Hope there's no kids around. But that's how you're going to feel inside. You ain't going to feel like, oh my God, I got to post. I'm scrambling. I don't want you to feel like that. You don't have to feel like that. And so if you get it done, you're going to be free for the week. And then you're actually going to do the real work, and you're going to feel how freeing it is when you do that, right? So how many of you want to do that, and you're going to commit to yourself of getting it done, right? That is the gift that you get to give yourself, okay? And make sure that you do that entertainment one that makes somebody laugh, right? Make somebody laugh. I don't care if you got to Google something. I don't care if you get a gift, like, when you do the gifts and you find some humor out of it, write something with that is creating your, like, I'm not always this funny person. Like, I don't feel like I am anyway. My husband says I'm very entertaining, but whatever. I don't really feel, I'm just who I am. So I guess I don't realize it. I don't try to be funny. So if you're like, Becky, I'm not very funny, I get it, girl. Like, but there is something about you that your quirkiness, people love quirkiness. They love that kind of stuff, right? That's why they love my unis and my lipsticks and all of the things that I am. They love that. And so I love it too. You know, when you get a gift in the mail, like his little unicorn's gone, but look at this. He poops rainbow tape out. Like, seriously. One of my viewers said, I saw this and I thought of you. Like, this is what I'm talking about, ladies. This is what I'm talking about. You want to be known for something, right? So what's your quirkiness? What's something that you like? I can attach myself to that. I want to know. I want you to share it below and feel vulnerable and let me know what that is. And you know, like I see other people, Hello Kitty, you know, Superwoman, whatever it is. What is it that you're like, God, this is, when I see this, I get like, I'm Betty Boop. I am totally Betty Boop. If you guys don't know, I'm totally about Betty Boop. I love her. I don't showcase her on this, but I dedicated a bathroom in my house to Betty Boop. My own stall, I should say, in my bathroom, because I loved her. I thought she's just the coolest thing. She's roaring 20s, and I love that era. So do you see, like, if I started showcasing Betty Boop and I'm, you know, like, you might be attracted and go, oh my God, I love Betty Boop too. You know, that is another thing that draws you into me. So I want you to think about, through your content this week, how can you make it more special, more engaging, more fun about you, right? What stands out about you? What makes you stand out above the crowd, right? That's the one thing that you want to figure out. Okay. And so I want you to be able to post that. Let me know in the post thread, what that thing is going to be. Like, I want to get to know you better, right? If I get to know you better and your quirkiness and all that, we're really going to connect at a deeper level. And that's what we're about. So make sure you do your homework. Tomorrow, how many of you are showing up tomorrow? 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Now, I will let you know, on Monday, all the replay will be going down. All the replay will be going down. So if you're like, oh my gosh, I got to make sure I get it. Yes, you do. Now I'm going to let you know, just in case you haven't been here, the Branding Academy is open. Okay, if you're not getting my emails, you might want to get the emails. Get me out of your junk, because we do some things in the emails. And so you are going to get a booklet. If you notice, I am all about booklets, because let's face it, if you haven't been a student in a long time, you need something to follow. So you're going to go through all of this module at a time. Okay. So guess what happens when you go through things and you have nothing and you got this notebook and it's like, I don't remember. Guess what? You got it in a binder, you got it ready to go, and we go through it. And you know, when you forget something, because let's face it, you're not going to remember it the first time. Like Kelly said, slow down. Remember it, take it in. This is not a race. This is a journey. You want to really get this business going. You don't want to race through things. This is why it's important to have this. It's like school. You're going to school for your business. And so you're going to really learn. And when you get like, I can't remember that, you have something to go back to and go, that's right. I wrote it down. This is what it is. And we went through it, right? And Becky said this, and I felt like this, and this is how you get your business happening. So you get this booklet and you're going to fill it out and you're going to ride through these modules. Now, I'm not going to hard sell you. I'm not that girl. You got to say yes to yourself. I have the things to help you along the road, right? But you have to say yes to yourself. So if you want that landing page, right? If you want the link to the landing page, drop a link below so you can take a look and see if this is a right fit for you. And, you know, if you're like, I'm still not sure, Becky, then get in the messenger and talk to me about this. Also, I didn't tell you, but I have a little bonus, because some of you said, you know what, I have this money mindset and I really have this hard time with my mindset and all of the things that are going on. And what did I tell you? 80% of your business is mindset. So if you join the Branding Academy, I am going to gift that to you. It is a course, a mini course that I put together. It's called Makeover Your Mindset. So Money Makeover Your Mindset. And it really helps you get out of the weeds. It really helps you see things differently. I give you tools in there. different things that help guide you when you're going through the ish, right? Because we go through a lot of ish. Like, let's face it, nobody's perfect. We're humans. And I want to help you get cross that line, right? And I've been through all this, right? I know how to get you to the other side of how you're feeling. Trust me when I say that. I've been there. As an entrepreneur for 32 years, I've been through it. So I can guide you. So if you're excited and you want to learn more about the Branding Academy, make sure to put link below or get in the messenger and, let's have a conversation. Like I said, I'm not going to hard sell you. If you want to have a conversation and say, God, Becky, I really want to see if this is for me. Do you do payment plan? Yes, I do for you, sister, if you need it. Okay. So that's enough about that. Now, okay, I'm so excited because I've never done this. So I'm learning this. So you girls get to see what it's like to be learning. Okay. And I'm going to do this live right when you're here. This really speaks to me, and I know it will be you that it will speak to as well. If I can get this, I practiced a little bit, but I couldn't do it because I got to be live to do it. Okay, so hang in there with me for a second. I got something to show you, and let's see if I can make it happen. Let's see if I can make it happen. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I can make this happen. I can make this happen. Oh, Lord. Is it going to come on right? Maybe. Okay. Let me see. Can you hear this?
I'm going to tell you something that every successful person has to do, including you. Believe it or not, every successful person in this world has jumped. I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. You are going to have to jump. You cannot just exist in this life. You have got to try to live. If you are waking up thinking that there's got to be more to your life than it is, man, believe that it is. Believe in your heart of hearts that it is. But to get to that life, you're going to have to jump. I'll tell you why I call it jumping. See, God, when he created all of us, he gave every last one of us a gift at birth. He never created a soul without endowing them with a gift. You just got to quit looking at gifts as running, jumping, sing, and dance. It's more than that. It's if you know how to network, if you can connect dots, if you draw, if you teach. Some of y'all fry chicken better than anybody else, bake pie. Some of you cut hair, color hair. Some people do grass. I got a partner, man, never wanted to go out with us because we stayed out too late. Come on, man, go out with me. Now I got to get up early, Mom, cutting Miss Johnson's grass. We kept laughing at this dude, cutting grass. How much they pay you? He got a landscaping company in Cleveland worth $4 million. Because all he do is cut grass. But he was gifted at it. I got a partner on a detail shop, make $800,000 a year detailing cars. He got 6 mobile trucks running around. $800,000 a year. All he do is detail cars. That's his gift. That's what he loved to do. You've got to identify that gift. Now listen to me. When you see people in life, when you're standing on the cliff of life and you see people soaring by, when you see people soaring, going to exotic places, you hear about them doing wonderful things. Maybe you look up the street and your neighbor just gets a car every year, every 2 years. How is he doing that? Have you ever thought, maybe this person right here has identified their gift and is living in their gift? Because your Bible says, your Bible says your gift will make room for you. Your gift, not your education. You go get an education, that's nice. But if you don't use your gift, that education only gonna take you so far, man. I know a lot of people got degrees, man. They ain't even using them. It's your gift. But the only way for you to soar is you got to jump. You got to take that gift that's packed away on your back. You got to jump off that cliff and pull that cord. That gift opens up and provides the soar. If you don't ever use it, you're going to just go to work. And if you're getting up going to work on a job every day that you hate going to, that ain't living, man. You just existed. At one point in time, you ought to see what living's like. But the only way to see what living like, you got to jump. And here's the problem. I'm gonna just be real with you. When you first jump, let me tell you something. Your parachute will not open right away. I'm sorry. I wish I could tell you it did, but it don't. When you jump, it's not going to open right away. You're going to hit them rocks. You're going to get some skin tore off on them cliffs. You're going to get all your clothes tore off. You're going to get some cuts on you. You're going to be bleeding pretty bad. But eventually, the parachute has to open. That is a promise of God. That ain't a theory, that's a promise. His promises is true, because listen to me. You cannot name one single thing God has not gotten you through. Name it. And if he ain't got you through it, he currently pulling you through it right now. And the living proof of it is you sitting in here. If he hadn't got you through it, you wouldn't even be here. So if he ain't never not got you through it, why would he not let your parachute open? It has to open, man. But you got to jump, though. Now, here's another thing. You can play it safe and deal without the cuts and the tears. And you can stand on that cliff of life forever safe. But if you don't jump, I got another promise I can make you. Your parachute will never open. You'll never know. You'll never know what God really has for you. See, your God has a wonderful life for you. Once again, I'm going to refer to your Bible. Now, you go down there, you memorize these scriptures, you don't apply them to yourself. Your Bible says that he comes to give you life and give you life more abundantly. If I were you, I would jump, because that's the only way to get to that abundant life. You got to jump, man. You got to take a chance. Now, when I get through talking, there are those of you who discuss this in the car. Well, I got bills, and I got bills. Whether you stay on the cliff or you jump, you're going to have bills. Well, if I quit my job, I'm going to ruin my credit. If you got a job, you live in check to check. Even if you got A1 credit, you can't buy nothing else no damn way. At one point in time, man, do yourself a favor. Go see what God really do. God hold you up, man. He ain't going to let you fall. He ain't bring you this far to let you fall. Do yourself a favor, man. Before you leave this world, before you die, jump. Just jump one time.
Ladies, so that is my message for tonight. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so blessed that you guys were here. And you know what? Sometimes in life, you have to do just that. You got to jump. So what are you willing to tackle? What are you willing to say yes to your life? What are you willing to jump full force and go after your dreams, right? That's what it's all about. That's what being an entrepreneur, you get to be that person. So go and jump and make life happen for yourself. All right. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Happy Friday night. And I will see you in the morning. Bye for now.